I run a team
Mhm.
or a business that manages influencers. Yes, that's my main project at the moment. Yeah, so what we do is we manage influencers. So that entails managing communication, handling communication with brands that want endorsements. We also draft what are they called? Presentation material. So things like rate cards, things what do we call them? Media kits, things like proposal decks to brands. So yeah, so we also handle that, and we our main vision, our mission is actually to create a nurturing environment for creators, because these are an industry that's kind of
So-
relatively new.
So you manage a lot of creators.
Uh
You engage in some. Okay, I don't.
yes, so
Even 3 are a lot.
yeah, so
So unataka kufika so mbili.
uh,
They are not. Okay, you will reach there kama hujafika, but
mm,
me I usually say anything in exist more than 2. It's a lot.
yeah,
You have to appreciate that.
but it's a good start, but we cannot compare to where we will be. So
So you understand digital marketing.
yes, that's actually, so backstory. That's actually the genesis of everything.
Okay.
Wait, before uanze mazi, ina feel kumbe content creators wanapitia hii process behind, wakiwa hii side ya kamera, unaongelesha tu madhundo mawili za kamera hii.
Watumia gisimu. Watumia gisimu.
Actually many of our creators tuko nao sahi, other than mmoja tu, so wanatumianga tu simu na they are not a big crew. Ni tu mmoja is a full on like create content. Wengine ni personal brands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you meet one who is very proud with his microphones and tripod. The Redmi 30.
Ni Redmi. Yeah. Like hata hahitaji filters.
Manzi,
Iko sawa.
watu wa Redmi wanitafute sasa. Niwapromotie hii simu.
Hey.
You see the Redmi that I'm using, like, it's very,
And
for me, ilinibamba to the time niliingia junior. I had to purchase it, yani nikasema, I don't want to see Oppo because nimetumia Oppo for quite some time. Tecno, Infinix, no. Redmi, ina sound ya mabazu.
Exactly. Watu wa Redmi, because pia mimi wa Redmi, pia mimi wa Redmi.
Watu wa Tecno,
usitaje wa Infinix, usiende kwa Infinix. Tutakosana.
Good. So even I was thinking of changing the channel's name. Sikuwa inaitwa jina yangu. I have to introduce myself, then say the same thing.
No,
Same thing.
but it depends, because it depends, because I don't even know Steven Bartlett, who mwenye Diary of a CEO, hiyo podcast na channel yake. So you see, for him akianza, like when you're new and you're just trying things out, the good thing is that it's not something permanent, when like vitu zikiendelea, you can always change, right? Depending, and that's something that many people have done. Inafika mahali you find a better name or something that will fit with a certain industry that you want to pivot, and then you can change the name.
Okay. So let me do a quick introduction. So thank you guys for those guys who subscribed. At least now I have a very big name. but yeye huko chini ya maji atanisaidia. Yeye kazi yake tu the favor of God, the grace of God yenye atakona, at least atashare the link na I believe I'll get more viewers and subscribers. So my name is Jasper and welcome to this channel. And I have a friend, a very good friend of mine, a long-term friend. Tumekuwa tukisaidiana hapa na pale, spiritually, mentally, physically nikiana tu pass kwa uwanja.
Na pia financially msee. Unajua nakumbuka time nilikuwa na place fulani hiyo time bro. Nilikuwa hata siku kucall na reverse call nikuombe chwani msee.
I remember the days, man. And then God, so he's going to introduce himself, and from there, at least we shall begin. And atatuambia kile anafanya. So, my guy, you'll say your name, where you're from, and what you're doing.
Thank you. So my name is Shalom Flynn. Sijui niongeze jina ya kiwanja hapo 99 pia.
Hiyo 99 inanigongaga ile time tu, yani ile I don't know, I can't quote it. I can't quote everything, but there's this song that says he leaves the 99 and goes for the one. Yeah. So anytime I see that 99, I'm like, is this guy prophesying every time?
Lakini hata kwa hiyo story ya 99 I want to look at it. This 99 remained part of Jesus flock actually, you see. So kama kuna watu watabaki au ni kuprophesy, I am one of the 99 wale tutabaki. Yeah. But the good thing about God's grace is that like he will go looking for every single soul.
So where are you from? What do you do?
Thank you. So I am from many places.
Okay.
Depending on where you ask. So my shags up country ni sides Karatina, Konyeri, and then that's on my mom's side. On my dad's side ni Embu, and then from where we stay right now also naeza ita home. Also where my siblings stay naeza ita home.
Yeah, okay.
Nacheki.
Sawa.
Yes.
And what do you do?
I run a team or a business that manages influencers. Yes, that's my main project at the moment. Yeah, so what we do is we manage influencers, so that entails managing communication, handling communication with brands that want endorsements. We also draft what are they called, presentation material. So things like rate cards, things like what do we call them, media kits, things like proposal decks to brands. So yeah, so we also handle that, and our main vision, our mission is actually to create a nurturing environment for creators, because these are an industry that's kind of relatively new.
So you manage a lot of creators. You engage in some. Okay, I don't.
Yes. So,
even 3 are a lot.
Yeah. So
unataka kufika so mbili. Okay, you will reach there kama hujafika, but I usually say anything in exist more than 2. It's a lot.
Yeah,
you have to appreciate that.
But it's a good start. But we cannot compare to where we will be. So
you understand digital marketing?
Yes. That's actually, so backstory. That's actually the genesis of everything. That's where my whole journey began. Yeah. So.
Did you really want to do this? It was just by the way. Is that your really professionally?
Yeah, so back after I finished high school, so my sister was launching her own digital marketing firm. And so at that time being new, tulikuwa tu wawili, mimi na yeye. Yeah, and so someone had to, because it's digital marketing, we had to have the knowledge and the skills. So someone had to come up and take care of things. So that's when I delved into digital marketing, and I did the Google digital marketing certification. And then most of everything I learned I actually did from YouTube. So it was self-taught.
Okay.
Yes.
So how long have you been in digital marketing?
Oh wow. Nearly half a decade now.
Half a decade.
Yes.
The experience you have, is it from that decade? Is it there's any downfall? You had breakthroughs of other people, umepata breakthroughs, ama is just you're learning day by day.
Yeah, so as you've said, learning is something that we do repetitively on a daily basis. Yeah, so definitely during the tenure of the 5 years, there have been milestones that I've been able to accomplish. There have been downfalls, definitely. Yeah, but regardless, we move on, and we stay to fight another day.
So despite the experience, you can choose to kukaa hapo.
Yes.
Hapo.
Yes.
Ni kama unakula vizuri. Ni kama unakula ya kukaa tu hapo. Ni kama this guy is making sure. So guys, si lazima you be a content creator. You can learn some other stuff about digital marketing, like my friend here, Shalom. And maybe people like Salasia, the MP who wants to become a content creator, wanaweza choose kuwa manager. And nice. So nikuulize,
Yeah.
tell me the project you have worked on since uanze digital marketing. Na penye umefika saa hii, the project yenye umependa zaidi.
Good question. There are definitely a good number of them. But one thing is for sure is that sometimes people think working with the biggest brands possible is the funnest thing, right? But for me, what I've experienced is that working with medium-sized businesses sometimes ends up being more fulfilling and more fun, right? Because there's so much you're given a lot of room to work with, and creative ideas are accepted, with because at that time in a medium-sized businesses you're mostly working with the owner of the business. Yeah, so it's easier for to brainstorm ideas and everything, because now when you go to big brands, yes, they pay way better, but then the creative capacity at some point is limited to your capacity, So yeah, so I won't be mentioning any names, but there is a time we were working with a certain, maybe some people wanaweza jua from how I describe it, but a certain beauty college that we were working with, and they were having, that time they wanted us to work across five of their branches, 5 or 6 of their branches. So at that time, that was actually when I learned the scope of the influencer management space, because now with that scope of work that we had to engage and involve some influencers. Yeah. So we really struck a good campaign for them, and the results were really amazing. And I think one of the most interesting things that I took from that campaign was the power of not only promoting businesses, but the power that people have to influence each other.
Oh,
Yes, because I know, for example, I know you, and you come and tell me, hey, there's this really cool product I'm using, and then you don't tell me once, you don't tell me twice, and you don't tell me 3 times. You see, you keep repeating it quite often. So in the long run, I'll end up trying the product, and if it's good, I stick to that product as a lifetime customer of that brand. So that's what I really took away from that campaign, and it's for that reason that I decided to actually venture now into influencer marketing. Yes, because the way that you can push products with influencers is quite special and unique.
okay.
Yes.
So you have said you want to mention the project.
Yeah, I won't mention names. Yes, because things we are still in good terms, but we kind of stopped working together when I started to divulge into influencer management. Yeah, so we actually haven't worked with them since I left, but they are a really good brand.
And is it okay for you to mention names of actually people who you are actually managing? Like
Yes, that is okay.
the biggest names, ama the few names.
So I think I'll just mention 5 that we are currently working with, and maybe some of their projects. So we are managing Black Muli. He has 2 million followers on TikTok and 200,000 on Instagram. We are managing Valerie Odundo with 212 on TikTok and 70,000 on Instagram. We are also managing Chatabi Othaya with about 170 or 180,000 on TikTok. Who else? Yeah, we're also managing Kalmbogo. Kalmbogo ni ule lookalike wa Bell Mutua. Sijui kama umemuona. Yeah, so
Out of the whole names you have mentioned, I think that your car.
yeah.
And nikuulize, like,
No, can I just conclude the list? Yeah, there might be some people out there who want to work with influencers. Yeah, so yeah, so I said I'll mention 5, and those are 3. Are those 3 or 4? Those are 3. 4. Those are 4. Yes. Black Muli, Chatabi, Valerie, Kalmbogwa, and yeah, we also do manage. I don't know if you saw this Red Bull campaign that was happening, Josie. A lot of influencers promoting Red Bull.
I think I've seen.
Yeah, so they had a dance challenge, and actually the person who made it, who was picked from Kenya to go and represent the country in South Africa, and actually won that dance challenge. Guess who's managing? Yeah. So our business also manages.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, those are just 5 that we manage at the moment.
Okay. And
Yes.
well, like you mentioned something on TikTok, having 2 million. How does TikTok pay when you have 2 million followers?
Right now in the country, TikTok is there is no direct pay from the TikTok itself, but so what they earn mostly through is endorsements. Yes, brands
from brands.
Yes, brand endorsements. Yes, that's the main earner for influencers on TikTok.
Okay. Yes. So, do you prefer working individually or with a team?
Oh, that's a really great question, and actually, it's something that I have really had to think a lot about. Yeah, because I personally like learning and doing things moving fast. Because as an entrepreneur also, I would say like time, every single second counts, because someone out there has the same idea as you. The only thing that matters is the execution, from idea to execution. So I try to move as fast as I can, make mistakes fast, so that you learn fast. See, yeah. So in the beginning I used to work alone, and even when I was doing digital marketing, after I stopped working with my sister's company, I started freelancing my skills. I used to work alone. I didn't want to get employed in a digital marketing agency. Yeah. So even after launching the influencer management company, it's actually called 316, like 31 and then 6 as the word. Yes. So 31, yeah, as big as the numerals, and then 6 as the
Why
word.
31?
Huh?
Why 31?
Why 31 6? Funny story.
Why not 99 6?
No, that's a funny story. Because 21 6 wasn't available. That domain was already taken.
Oh.
Yeah,
And why 21 6 also?
I dreamt with it. I'm serious.
Okay. I wish hata mimi ni dream on
Mm,
changing my channel's name to I don't know the name that will come out.
yeah.
So digital marketing.
No, yeah. You had asked me, do I prefer? Yeah, so yeah, after I started 31 6, after seeing that space, I started alone, because I needed to run a pilot duration, or a pilot project, to see whether the idea is viable in the Kenyan market. And so while learning everything I can about that industry and everything, I saw that it was viable. So after that, what I did is I added few people in my team to actually now help me materialize the idea. So yeah, so I currently have a team
Of how many people?
of 3 people.
3 people.
Yes, of 3 people.
So
Me
lazima
being the fourth.
lazima mwende kwa ground pia ama just it's all online.
Yeah, so no, it's all online, mostly online. It's mostly online. Yeah, sometimes we have to kwenda kwa ground. That is kama we are shooting for a certain client. We have to go with our influencers. If we are going to sign a contract with a big brand, we have to accompany our influencers to represent them in those negotiations and such stuff. Yeah, but it's mostly online.
All those influencers that you've met, that you work with, have you met them in real life?
Funny enough, no.
You just communicate through mtandao.
Yes. I have only met one consciously, and then there's one that I met without knowing it's actually them. Yeah, like oh, kumbe. They're like, oh, you are you Nani? Like after introducing ourselves, yes. And so this is when we were negotiations to manage them. So we introduced our names, and then we're like, okay, that name seems familiar. Oh, really? Where have you heard about it? So she tells me some place I was. That yes, I was there. And so we get to talk more, and they're like, oh, we had actually met before. We've actually interacted before, but so when I was reaching out, I had no idea that we had ever met with them. So yeah, so actually, I have
That's quite challenging.
I have only met with 2 physically. All the others, we reach out via email, or we get introduced to someone, set up a virtual Google Meet. We talk, and they're interested. We discuss the TNCs. After that, we send over the agreement, and it's signed. Yes.
That's a really effective way.
Yes.
31 6.
Yes, sir.
How can they actually find maybe they want to go, there's a influencer anataka umanage, how can we contact you?
Enda tu hapo Instagram, search 316, so 31 as a number and 6 as a word, and then media, so 316 media. Yeah, black logo imeandikwa tu 316. Yes.
So how do you handle stressful situations? Let me check your mic. Yeah.
Wow. How do I handle stressful situation?
As a digital
Entrepreneur.
yeah.
There are various ways to go about it, but unfortunately, one that being someone who's very ambitious, one way that we tend to handle things, difficult situations, is by withdrawing and thinking about that problem until you have a solution. Yes, so that's how I find myself naturally shifting to when I'm handling stressful situations. I know there are better ways to do it, and I have tried, but naturally I tend to find myself gearing towards withdrawing and sitting on that until I find a solution.
You don't want to make things emotionally.
Yes, when you start making decisions emotionally, that's where you lose the plot. That's where you lose it all. Yeah. To make some judgments, you have to make them logically.
I have this question. I believe it's going to help somebody there who wants to become like you or an influencer. Like, how do you stay current on industry trends and changes?
Good. By being online.
Online.
Yeah, just by being online.
You might be online like any other human being.
No.
You're researching your own stuff. What your heart and your mind desires. But you actually could look on the other side. What's trending? What's happening?
One power and one positive thing of the algorithms that come with these social media platforms is that they will tend to push things that are trending towards your feed. So just by being online, that's the bare minimum you can do. Yeah, you have to be online to know the trends. So when you're online, at least that's a step forward towards the right direction. And then from there, now you can start going and following creators who are usually on the know. Creators who you know are always on point with trends. Creators who you know follow trends. Yes, and also now researching trends. And most of the times, you find that the best way to catch onto trends, global trends, is to watch international creators and influencers. Yes, because by the time it gets to Kenya, it happens internationally, then you'll always be ahead of the curve.
Okay. What's your favorite marketing, digital marketing resource?
Ooh, that's good. Definitely has to be HubSpot or Canva. And Canva without the S. Canva.
The website or the software.
So it's an app and also a software that allows anyone to design anything, like an amateur, or not only amateurs, but it allows people to easily do quick graphic designs. Yes, it's a powerhouse. Yes, so when I need fast designs or anything like that, I use Canva.
Does it have AI or something?
Yes, it does. Yeah, but what used to happen is that people would actually make these designs and put them on Canva. And so you can use them to make your designs and all that. Yeah, but now with image generators, you find that most softwares are incorporating that. So now Canva also has an image generator. So if you need something unique, maybe, I don't know, if you need an upside down arrow that's yellow in color with a Spider-Man theme or something, you input that, then it gives it to you, and then you can use it in your design.
So by using these resources, digital marketer can stay top of this industry.
Yes, and as I mentioned, it's staying top and and moving fast. Yes, because this is a very fast-paced industry. Very fast-paced industry.
And do you think on your field you're saturated?
No.
How many?
Yeah, with what we are doing currently, we are not saturated, and I feel that we are among the batch that is the first movers in the market.
What's your favorite part of being a digital?
of being a digital entrepreneur?
You got saturated.
Yeah. So what's my favorite part about being a digital entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Endless opportunities. Literally. I don't mean this hypothetically or anything. Literally. Endless opportunities. Endless opportunities. And I'll give you a good example. Yeah. You see how, for example, we might have a creator who wants to do a certain video, but then let's say the budget that they're looking to work with goes beyond what they had approximated. So one simple way is let's see maybe what the video entails. Maybe if it's a video. So recently there's a video Flaco did, right? Alikuwa anaonyesha venye hizi saving box za mbao zenye unapata unaweka pesa venye unawekanga choani, ukipita hivi jioni una base ya motora unakuja na nyondo na bomo unanunua motora and then next time unasema utakuwa serious, hii sita hata unaweka 100 unaenda tu unapita mahali unasikia kitu mzuri ya 100 unakuja na nyondo unapasua
unasikia harufu
you see. Yeah, so such a video, it wasn't a sponsored video, but now if they were looking to work with a certain budget, it's overboard. It's very easy to get a higher budget for that. It's very easy. Go to any financial firm or any bank and tell them you promote their savings platform or their savings product. Like maybe let's say Safaricom, maybe locked savings. You see. Yeah, so Flaco will do his original video, and then hapo mwisho we'll add a part that says if you want to avoid this hassle, just save with Safaricom locked savings. You see, your money is locked, na hawezi toa hivyo. You see, yeah. So that's just one bit about the digital space. The digital space is allow me to say what you can imagine. It's bound by nothing at all. It's only what you can imagine.
What you can imagine and create.
Exactly. There are endless opportunities, and at that also endless financial opportunities to make money. Yes. And yes, and we are just getting started. We thought we are doing the plans we have underway. The digital space in Kenya is about to become our playing ground. Yeah,
I believe one day you're going to meet somewhere else, and I'm really I want of maybe a production team, a digital marketing team, all that stuff. So what the challenges
of being in the digital space? I think the biggest challenges that I have personally faced would be allow me to speak on two ends, the creator side and the business side of it. The creator side is getting as you also know, is getting production equipment. You see, you need a camera, you need lighting, you need a crew, and you need all that. Those things cost money. You see.
Definitely.
Yes, you can't just imagine and then they appear. They cost money. Yes, and then so on the business side of things, is that sometimes getting these when you get these clients or these brands, sometimes the negotiations, number one, tend to take a good amount of time, and then two is that because it's a fast-paced and quickly evolving space in Kenya, is that you tend to find that many creators and influencers don't actually have a clue of the business side of things. Yes, I am a content creator and I am an influencer, but when it comes to talk things money and things finances, exactly, you see, it's not their forte. For them, they want to deal with content. So everything to do with business and their PR, they are not the best. And now that's where we come in now also. You see, we handle the business side of things and PR. Yeah.
Well, you seem like a very nice manager. Very, very, very knowledgeable manager.
Well, for the duration we've been in operation, we went from knowing zero about the industry to managing quite a number of influencers, and as you've heard, they are not small creators. You see, so that can show you the gap that is there. If someone with nearly 2.5 million followers can trust us to actually manage the business PR side of things for them, what about the other creators who are not at that level yet? You understand? Yeah.
And an influencer, can he or she have more than maybe how many digital marketers? 1, 2, 3?
No, so
or maybe 2, 1.
So as I had said, that the good thing about the digital space is that it has endless opportunities. So you'll find that sometimes, like, so for us, when you're working with us, you can't work with any other management team because they'll have a conflict of interest, right? You can't have to managing teams. But sometimes what happens is you'll find creators have agents or influencers have agents. So that means ukiniletea endorsement fulani, ukiniletea endorsement yote na kujenga hii percentage. You see, but only for the kazi umeleta in, But now for us as managers, because we are handling all the communication, we are handling making all these presentations for you, we are brainstorming of about how to make your content better. We are proposing collaborations with bigger influencers so that you can get to grow. Then we are there for the long run. You see, so it's not only about zile deals tunaleta pekee, but it cuts across the board. Yes. So yes, you can have a manager and still have several agents. Yes. So agents anaweza kuwa mtu yote atasema, let's say example Nivea, looking to talk with an influencer, na nimeona profile yako ni fiti, si unitumie hizi statistics zako niwape tuone kama wataitika kuwork na wewe. So hii deal ikivana mtu akuletee kazi unamjenga percentage. See, now that's an agent.
So how do you guys get paid from?
It's a commission basis.
Oh, commission.
Yes, it's always a commission basis.
Do you have a certain rate percentage?
Yes, 25%.
25% of what the endorsement?
Yes. So hatujafika place ya kucharge a monthly retainer for influencers. See, but it will get to a point, because what we are working on here, and mark my word, will soon be the biggest digital media agency or company, not only in Kenya but also East Africa. That's how much I believe we can achieve, and that's how much potential is in the digital space in the country. Yeah. So for us, it's we will get to a point where we manage 150 of the top influencers in Kenya and in East Africa. You see. So at that time, we will definitely have to reshuffle a few things and maybe adopt a new model to help accommodate everyone that will be on board.
That's true. And let me tell you, maybe in 6 months from now, or 2 years from now, my friend, We leave it that to God. So
Yeah.
let me ask you,
Mm.
a stressful situation from the past, from your line of work, how did you overcome it?
Okay.
Kuna ile tu kitu ulifanya ama
Yes, actually, I don't know if it's 3 weeks or so. We were talking with you. There's a time where you were playing a match, Upper you were aware at that time, and funny enough, so there's this certain influencer that we had been negotiating a deal for, and not one, not two, but 3 deals. But then this influencer isn't responding to calls, messages, nothing. You can imagine. So these so we are negotiating 3 deals, and there is one that was meant to be the following day. The following day. So we have agreed on the payment terms, and they have accepted it, and it's good, and they have placed the deposit already, my guys. And the influencer is still not yet responding, my guy. Sometimes you just have to cross the boundary. Sometimes some situations need. So what we did is we reached out to a close influencer that they work with, and told them, so and so, we are having a shoot tomorrow it was actually at 9:30 a.m. Tell them you're having a shoot at 9:30 a.m. It's the following day. Tell them you're having a shoot at 9:30 a.m. We meet this place and this place at this time. Simple. We left it at that. That's what we did. We had to go through someone, a certain influencer that they work with, to relay the message for them to show up. And the good thing is they showed up. Yes, they showed up the following day on the shoot.
Do you think
it was stressful? Like my whole team were working on how we get in touch. Good thing I have a really commendable team. Congrats, guys! If you're part of the 316 Media, congrats! Nice job. I love you guys.
How did the guy? Is she a lady or a guy?
I had no comment.
Okay, how did the person respond after hiyo yote amewaweka through?
Definitely.
Was the person okay with what he or she did?
Definitely, there were some excuses that they were busy. Yes, for a good amount. So yeah, so we are trying to reach out to this person for about 3 weeks. So I mean, I don't know if they were busy for the 3 weeks, but yeah, all they said is that they were busy. And one thing about business is that if there's an issue, you talk about it, resolve, and take a grudge. More so now that you work together because you manage that influencer, you have to sort things out. Yeah, and like it's actually the person is actually an amazing person, no doubt. The person is an amazing person, makes really good content, has really good engagement on their socials, and I couldn't from personality point of view, they are the person is actually an amazing person and a really big vibe to be around with. Yes, I guess that one instance they didn't act right, and from there they've been more responsive.
Because as for me, unifanyie hivyo ni personal, ndakupasha. You're trying to secure a deal alafu you're in my head. What is that?
Yeah, they've actually
I have to use another route ndo nikupate. So nikuulize, how do you think a company can benefit from digital marketing versus traditional marketing?
Both forms, digital and traditional, have their own pros and cons, right? Both of them have their honeys and their lemons, their sweet side and their bad side. But the opportunity that the digital space brings is reaching more people.
Okay.
That will be the simplest way to explain it is reaching more people. Traditional marketing isn't bad because it also reaches out to people.
Is traditional
Traditional forms of marketing, they aren't bad
Mm.
because anything towards reaching, getting someone to know about your product is a plus, you know. But now digital marketing and the digital space and ecosystem in itself is just more effective because
is it still relevant? Digital marketing, is it still relevant?
if not more relevant than you think it is. It is very, very relevant. It is vital and very pivotal. In the current day and age, to create a strong brand that people can relate to, you definitely need a digital presence. Yes, and a bit of controversy sometimes.
Traditional. So some of the traditional marketing become
no, some of like newspapers, journals, and magazines. Guerrilla marketing ili ya kusimamisha watu waingie kwa duka.
So those are the benefits, I think, also. The traditional marketing.
Yeah, no, the good thing about traditional marketing is that it has, I think, a more human and magical touch to it. Because someone is there and it's easier for convincing. I don't know, there's this certain a series called Underground Billionaire. I don't know if you've watched it, about getting billionaires and sending them to a new place with only $100 USD. You send them to a new city, not even a city, a new small town with just $100 USD and a pickup, and they start from scratch. And by the end of 3 months, 90 days, they have to have a company that is worth $1 million USD. So you can imagine these are billionaires, right? So it was to try and prove that success is not luck. There's actually a system to build wealth and to make a lot of money. So my favorite billionaire in that whole show is Grant Cardone, who is in the real estate sector. So at some point, Grant Cardone actually did for a certain mattress company in that town, they were launching, and so Grant Cardone went and convinced them to give him a try and to try something out for marketing. So actually what he did is he just went by the road, put up posters, and then that towards the entrance of the shop, and they had a discount. So and then after at the end, he had this, these things that dance in the wind, them. Yes, and then now he had people welcoming cars, into the entrance. It was traditional, yes, but it increased the sales of that business for that day. He did. Yes, and for the period that they had that sale going on. Yeah, so the benefits of traditional marketing is that they have that more human touch.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. So should company use both traditional and digital marketing?
Yes, definitely. And I think the big Kenyan brands are combining both. I'll give you a good example. You know Soko Missing, right? Soko, unga ya Soko. And they had a certain campaign that they had. They had these tours, exhibitions throughout the country. They go to a certain county, wanakuja na ile lori yao kama ya campaign, and then they sing and they give people unga, and they do challenges and all that. Yes. So they combine both the digital and the traditional, because now in that, then from that they can get clips for their online marketing. They can get their awareness out there and all that kind of stuff.
Traditional and digital, which one is more expensive?
Traditional.
Yes.
But depending on what you're looking at, but on the generally traditional is more expensive. Yes.
Sasa mtu kama mimi, I've been thinking of that. Niende kwa ground niambie sawa, say kuna vile hii channel imekwama, I need hands on deck.
No,
Subscribe.
yeah, but never give up. Even you know Marcus Brownlee, this tech YouTuber. For after posting 100 videos, can you guess how many subscribers he had after 100 videos, my guy? Just I want you to guess.
I don't know, 85 kama mimi.
After 100 videos, you make 100 videos well?
It's 120 videos, I guess.
120 videos.
Yeah.
Yes. So he was actually around that same place. He had 100 and something, posting tech content. So he buys phones and he buys gadgets and he reviews them. So you can imagine. Yeah, but right now he has like 18 million or something like that. So if not more than 18 million, something like that.
Hey, after posting, so 100 videos, alikuwa na how many subscribers?
Less than 200. Yes.
At least I'm motivated.
Yeah, and at least you're not buying gadgets. You know, for him, he had to buy the gadgets and do everything.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite digital tool and platform?
Digital tool, I think I had answered that already. I think for me,
it's those two software.
Yeah, for me, I think it will be HubSpot and Canva. Yes.
Platforms.
We really focus mostly on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yes.
So mostly, okay. I think most of, like the way you mentioned, most of your clients want to look at TikTok.
TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok and Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. That's dope. I wish you all the best.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, all the best.
That's a journey.
Okay, how does this digital marketing inspire you? Maybe it will inspire someone else.
That question really takes me back to when I was starting out. Or not when I was starting out, after I decided to pursue it full time. And other than just seeing the opportunities that is there, for me, I also realized that it had the freedom to mold anything I could out of it. As I had mentioned earlier, and I think it's part of that, is that the limits are the imagination. The imagination are your limits.
So you yourself, you took that and you said, maybe I want to influence, and I don't know how to put it.
No, so for me, when I decided to actually go at it full time, is I was like, I have been in the digital space for a while, and now the freedom that comes with it to work from anywhere. Number two, the opportunity to meet key people in the digital space and people who are influential, because as people say, your network is your network, right? So it will allow me to meet new people, and it will allow me to explore a lot of avenues, not only for financial monetization purposes and making money, but also try new things in the market. Yes, and there are a lot of beta products that we are brainstorming about, that we are looking to be the first people to actually implement in the country. So yes, for me that was what inspires me to stay in the digital space. You can always invent and reinvent yourself time and again.
Or advance.
And advance, yes, with reinventing yourself, you advance. Okay. Yeah, that's what inspires me. And what I'll say is that if you're out there and you're looking for a space that you could literally pull the rabbit out of the hat. A space that you think will be magic is the digital space. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, you can implement that in the digital space. Digital space just doesn't have just to be an entrepreneur. Doesn't have to be a content creator. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't even have to be a digital marketer. You don't have to be a social media manager. You don't have to be what else, a script writer and all those things. Those are just the basics that we knew because that's what people knew and that's what people did. But the beauty about the digital space is that you can always do something new. So if you're out there and you're looking for freedom and you're looking for a place to be yourself, right? To draw your own art on your own canvas, the digital space is for you.
Well, powerful. I believe new viewers or most of the viewers out there who want to maybe they have products and maybe venture into your field. This video is going to be helpful, and step by step you can do more research or contact him or Instagram. I know you guys on TikTok or X here. But
no, we are at the moment we are only active on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram and
also Facebook. Lakini reach us on Instagram.
Facebook ni majoka. I guess maybe.
It depends. As I said, the digital space, you never know. Kuna watu, kuna mtu sahi anaweza kuwa hapa Kitengela ama mahali na kazi yake ni Facebook. Najua watu kadhaa unapata mtu kwa nyumba yake. Unapata mtu kwa nyumba yake anauza gari haiko huko USA.
I know.
Lakini msiende kukono watu.
Okay.
Msiende kukono watu.
By the way, hata ndo nimefikiria, by doing this video and maybe there's a person who really want to make it out there and he or she doesn't have a team. I believe this is the best person. He has a team 31-6. I believe hiyo 31-6 it's a number of staffs in atakuwa now all over, because managing maybe 2,150 you need more than maybe 4 or 5 staff in your team.
You need a lot of people.
Yes. And I believe this is the right person. And in future, right now I can't able to afford him, but in future I'll able.
Nitafute nyuma ya tent. Tunaweza
tent. And I think from what actually he had shared and the question he had answered, you can tell he's a legit person. He's a legit person with a legit team, although I've never met the team. But huko mbele
actually kunaye mmoja umemeet lakini hujui. Ojini nani, but kunaye mmoja najua umemeet. Najua kunaye mmoja umemeet.
Sawa. One day mimi mambo yangu ni polepole. I'll meet the team. So guys, thank you for actually watching, and kama mna hii content, maybe you want him to come again, or maybe you have questions, I'll put the Instagram link on my description. Ama kama mnataka rudi tena, you can see manzi let Shalom Flame akuja rudi. You want to understand some of the things inafanyika huku back end. There are some things you want to know, so you can DM me your questions or comment there. Pia atakuwa naziangalia, atatusaidia kujibu. So if you're new to this content, kindly subscribe and take care. Goodbye.
Bye.